Hello and welcome back to Block Talk. Today I am going to be talking about the basics of Minecraft because a lot of people I've met don't even know the basics. So, yeah, let's get into it. But before we get started, I wanted to mention my YouTube channel, Sierra Shadow Gaming, which thanks to everybody supporting, we have reached 28 subscribers and hoping for more. I really appreciate it and I'm excited to see where it goes. Okay? So, to start, I wanted to explain what Minecraft is because sometimes it's unclear. Like, you see the videos, but you're not quite sure what's going on. Well, Minecraft is a pixelated sandbox survival game where you can have a world that's just yours or you and your friends and live there or simply build there and not worry about surviving. So there's two modes. One is called survival. Survival is the one you probably mostly see on YouTube or whatever platforms you watch things on. Well, the goal in survival is to survive and to see how long you can live. In survival, there's a few other modes. It keeps going, basically. In survival, you can select peaceful, easy, normal, hardcore. And hardcore means that if you die, you are done with the world and you can't go back. But all the other modes, when you die, you can respawn and have to go find your things again because anything in your hotbar, which is on the bottom of your screen, all of that stuff is lost once you die, but it's not lost forever. It means that you can go back and find your stuff and take it again. So that's what I like about survival, is that it keeps going and you can live there for a really long time or just try it out for a little bit and not play in that world again. And there's a lot more to it. So in survival, normally you will make a world, either put your own spawn point, is that what it's called? I don't know. Spawn point, we're gonna call it that now, into when you're making the world and then you join, you have to get started, right? Well, here's how you get started. You will go find trees, you punch them till you can collect them, and then once you have some logs, then you're able to craft it with the crafting table, which you also have to make. And with the crafting table, you can make other things as well, like tools, different types of blocks, and other, like furnaces and other things like the crafting table that you can make other blocks with. So there's just a lot of ways to make other things, and it makes it so that you can either build cool buildings in survival, or you can just simply use the blocks you've gotten to progress further in the game. Well, often people will say, oh, you're playing survival, have you beat the game yet? Well, that's the thing, you don't need to beat the game. Because if you are happy with the world you've made, and it's really pretty, or you have a lot of stuff, or the way that you made it with your friends, so you have a lot of memories, it doesn't matter if you beat the game or not, because if you're happy with the world, that's not something you need. And then there's creative. Well, creative is a different mode where you are able to have a flat world or simply a survival world, the way it looks at least, and then you can go into creative where you have all the blocks in the game and all the tools and everything in the game to your use, and you don't have to go and get them through a bunch of different steps. This is normally what people use when they are making a build for the first time, or how they want to practice building a little more, because it's less work to get the items and it's more just building and seeing how you can build stuff. So in creative, it's just a process of building things, and sometimes people like to build things in creative and then build it again in survival, because then you actually know what you're building and you're not just trying to figure out how many blocks you need or all the things in survival. So personally, I like survival more. I used to I used to prefer creative a lot, but now I think that survival has gotten a little bit more fun, in my opinion. And also, what I like is that as Mojang adds more stuff to Minecraft, normally you'll be using that in survival rather than creative. Creative, it's like, oh, look at the items, but survival is where you can go find each thing, and it's more of the adventure, I'd say. It's more the adventure. So, if you want to know more, there's even more than just the two modes of survival and creative of what Minecraft is. There's also the additions, which is Java and Bedrock. Now, for more information on that, I would suggest you go to my Bedrock versus Java episode, and there you can find the pros and cons of each. But keep in mind the fact that my opinions probably have changed on them because I used to have Bedrock, and now I have Java, and I would say, a different opinion because back when I played Bedrock, I thought that one was the best because Java seemed a little bit too, like, confusing to me. And it had things that I didn't understand why I would even need it. But I do think that Java has things. If your goal is to play if you want to have servers with your friends and you want to have single player worlds, just you, Java is the way to go. If you want to play with your friends all the time and you want to play in like pre-made servers with a bunch of other people, I would say that Bedrock is the way to go. So, if you want more information on those, I would say go to the other episodes, but other than that, that's all I have to say on that. But I also want to say why you should beat the game, because I think that there is some things to say about that. Because while, sure, you're happy with your world, but what if you want to have a little building that you give to this dragon egg that you got after you beat the Ender Dragon? Or maybe you want some, you kind of want an ego boost. How about that, Because, personally, I'm like, I haven't beat the game, so I feel very why am I talking about Minecraft if I haven't even beat the game? But you don't need to beat the game, but you should, because therefore you are better than me, and that is an ego boost, isn't it? Aha, yes it is. So, and also I've heard that the Ender Dragon is kind of overrated, that people make it sound like it's really hard to beat the game, but it's actually not. So, for me though, I think that the hardest part is actually getting to the end. That's why I haven't beat the game. It's not because fighting the Ender Dragon is difficult. Well, maybe it is for me, at least, because I'm not very good at fighting the different mobs. But that's okay. Shh, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that at all. So, if you want to have the bragging rights, if you want to make a building for the Ender Dragon, if you want to visit the End Cities and get Elytra or Elytra, I don't even, okay, that pronunciation is not okay. If you want Elytra and you want shulker boxes and a bunch of cool weapons and armor and things, well, then you may want to beat the game and go to the End Cities. Though I'm pretty sure you can go to the End Cities without beating the game. I'm not sure though, because once again, I haven't even been to the end, okay? I haven't even been. So we just don't even. I need to convert all of my friends to Java so that I can make a server and we can have a bunch of people on there and it'll be great and wonderful and everyone will be happy about it. Hee hee hee. Happy, 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 right? There you go. That's a plan, isn't it? But you guys have to be patient because I want that to happen too, but that'll take a very long time. So, patience. Yes. So, I would say that those are the basics. If you want a even longer episode on the basics of the game and even more info on how to play survival or how to do creative, I can make a even longer video. And I will be posting all my Block Talk episodes on YouTube and this one as well. So yeah, that's it for the basics. And before I go though, I wanted to talk about this new thing that Mojang has told us, and they have the snapshots already. It's the cushions. Whoa, that's crazy. It's the new way to sit. Because as you know, we have only gotten mine carts and boats and saddles with animals on them, and that's how people have been trying to figure out how to sit. But so cushions have been added, and it's great because guess what? They can go inside of other blocks, which means stairs. Okay, I saw a whole video from Green on the cushion, and there are so many new ways that we can use this cushion, and there are even ways that you can glitch it and make it like even crazier. So I'm happy about it, but I'm also a little worried because first off, everyone's so good at building already. What happens when they add this? I'm going to be thrown in a ditch for not being good at building. But that is besides the point, okay? The cushions are going to be a great addition. You can do so many cool building with them, and it's not even just sitting. It's like making cool, really, really, really cool buildings and using them as mushrooms and tables and umbrellas and crazy couches, and it's kind of crazy. And also, we should not forget about the wool slabs, because that also is good for making builds as well. So if you combine those two, that's going to be great. I think that cushions, I'm not sure if they are smaller than a slab or if they're the same size. I think that they may be smaller, honestly. I'm not sure though. So I'm really excited because once it's officially added, I'm going to do a review of it and all that stuff, because I don't like to go into the snapshots. I like to be surprised when it's officially in the game. Whoa, crazy, right? So, that's my thing. That's my thing. So just wait up for when it is officially added to the game, because I am going to be there and ready to make a either long form video or YouTube short, because maybe I'll just do a YouTube short because that's kind of easier, isn't it? Or is it? Or is it more difficult because of editing? You will never know. You will never know. So, lastly, I wanted to say I'm actually thinking about making a Ko-Fi, which, if you haven't heard of, is a website where you can sign in and see all your favorite creators and things. It's similar to Patreon, I would say, except it's free. And this way you can buy things on Ko-Fi and you can donate, comment, and see different posts that I'll be making. So when I officially make the website, then I will make a YouTube short. I will make an episode dedicated to it on Block Talk, and I will put it on YouTube. So don't worry, no matter what, you will discover it. And also, if you want to, you can simply just search up on Safari, Sierra Shadow Gaming, and hopefully my Ko-Fi will come up. So yeah, thank you for watching, and feel free to check out my YouTube channel and follow on here. Thank you. Bye.